Uh, what's good with y'all boys? Self-Sold channel. Pray you been doing well, bro. Pray you been doing well. Whoever's watching this, I am low-key a little tired. Woke up probably like 30 minutes ago. Kind of. You understand? But I wanted to make a video today over just talking about low-key what I learned from being in high school. Cause I didn't tell y'all, but I just graduated like last weekend. And it, to me, I don't know. It wasn't graduation to me, and I've been having this mindset prior to graduating. It's kind of like it's not a super big thing to me, only because I started to notice and be more conscious of the life that I still like, the life I'm still living, and the life that I still do have. And I'm blessed to have. I'm very blessed to be given and have each day and continue forward. So it's like being and continuing life is not only a blessing, but it's more of a what is given in this present moment with me graduating. It's not something that I see as a super big accomplishment, only because it's high school, and I've been here. If I had kids and they was graduating, I'll be, I'll be proud and super happy for them too. So I understand from like a older person's perspective. It's kind of like you graduating, like you done high school, you moving on to the next chapter of your life. But for me in this present moment, me being 18 and me going through these things, it's kind of like I'm out of high school. You understand? I don't really see me graduating in the ceremony and things of that nature as a big deal for me, because it's like, it's just, to me, it's like a small, I appreciate it and I'm very grateful for such things happening, but it's like a small accomplishment to much bigger accomplishments within my life. But for me, it's just being grateful. It's just being grateful for these things and for these accomplishments that I've been given. I mean, not the accomplishments I've been given, but the opportunity to achieve such things within my life. I don't know what that is. I know I sound kind of tired right now. I low key, yeah, I'm kind of, but hey, very getting it done. But made the things, I would have a list, but I ain't even write no list. It was just off the top of my head. Like, the first thing I really learned throughout high school is low-key just understanding to be authentic to myself. That's the main thing I learned. And the first thing, be authentic to yourself when it comes to that. And I feel like building a foundation for that, for me personally, building a foundation for that, because I haven't, you know what I'm saying? This isn't something I truly mastered. um, in this present moment of my life, but it's something that I noticed that I attract to naturally, which is being authentic to me and being myself. Because I don't really, excuse my language, but I don't really, I'm not even gonna say that. I don't really care what anybody thinks. You understand? I don't need to cuss. I don't really care what anybody thinks when it comes to who I am. Do I take, am I, everybody has their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So if someone tells me or gives me critical judgment or critical criticism upon something, constructive criticism upon something, I'm taking that. I've taken it most of my life. I've taken criticism really all throughout my life, on who I am and the things I do, and it hasn't made me, which I'm not surprised by, but it's like thinking back on that, it's kind of, I'm very proud of myself for going through such activities. Oh, okay, yes sir. That phone stuff is very difficult. I don't know why, but back to what I was saying, right? But I'm proud of myself for not letting, especially at a young age, for not letting criticism get to me into who I am, and the foundation for myself, for self. Um, and that continues to grow each day, in my opinion, because I listen to things and I take them for what people say, but at the same time, I still add my own judgment and my own conscious thoughts upon certain things that are being told to me. Um, and then some things, it's things that I know I need to do, and I gotta focus on. But at the same time, I'm at my own pace with life. I'm at my own pace with life, bro. And I'm not going to rush myself because someone tells me to, or am I going to, I don't know. I feel like it's my own. Everybody has their own journey when it comes to things. Um, I gotta figure. I have to inhibit my own a better pace when it comes to my own journey. But that's just something I have to learn through everything, dealing with my life and understanding who I am. And I'm still 18, bro. So it's things that I've I've been through, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot. To me, it's a lot, but to others, it's a little because of perception of age and how everything goes when it comes to that, and how someone may view someone older, may view where you are within your life and maybe where they were. But I understand people trying to compare when it comes to, oh, where I was when I was 18, boom, boom, boom. But it's still kind of a where somebody else was and where I am currently is kind of like, it's still different in a sense, in the sense of consciousness and who both people are. and how both people move. We're not the same person. Nobody's the same person. I don't think it's literally impossible to be the same as someone else, in my opinion, because that means you have the same soul as someone else, but also that means someone duplicated your soul, which is, from what I know, is impossible. I think there's only one soul. Many consciousnesses within that one soul, but also I believe it's just only one soul. I don't think someone else can have your soul and think the same exactly as you. I believe that's impossible. Even if you are twins, twins have two different consciousnesses. They have two different souls. Souls may be very much maybe um tied together, but that doesn't mean they're the same. Just because your soul is tied to someone doesn't mean it's the same as someone else's. Um, from what I believe, and knowledge I've been told. But yeah, that's the first thing. Is just being authentic. Second thing, I say yeah, don't be afraid to speak up. And don't think you always gotta like, and this is why I learned from high school, like my personal experience, into which also goes throughout my whole life. Don't be afraid to speak up, and you don't always need to have a lot of friends when it comes to things. I got a lot. I know people, um, by names and faces. You know, within my senior class, used to go to high school with. Um, but it's only one person out of that whole senior class, and he not even part of there anymore, that I actually hang out with outside of school. Um, like for real, for real. The rest, our associates, I fuck with them. I love them, and I pray they do well, within they whole journey of life. I'll never be, and I always say this, I'll never be envious or jealous of anybody in my life, cause that's your win, bro. Like, bro, that's your win, bro. You getting W's, bro. And just because I'm taking, you know what I'm saying, bro, I've taken a lot of L's in my life. So it's like, just because I take an L doesn't mean I don't have a winner's mindset. You know what I'm saying? Every winner lose, bro. Everybody loses. I've never heard of someone who hasn't taken a loss in their life. If you haven't, shoot, good for you, bro. You chilling with life. You doing your thing. But I'm glad to take losses because it lets me know, and it humbles me and brings me back to just like learning. Like, I lost, bro. What can I learn from this? What can I learn from this? What can I do differently? Learning from mistakes. But yeah, I be afraid to like speak up and just speak my mind, which I feel like I've done better with throughout time in being in high school. Compared to my freshman year, I was kind of scared to speak my mind, which I'm not mad at, because it's like freshman year me, I just wanted to be by myself, low key, but also I wanted to socialize with the people that I felt like I fucked with the most. But I noticed when I did that, it felt forced, bro. It felt forced, and it wasn't natural. I wasn't naturally just with the people I genuinely vibe with, and I was comfortable around. So it made me, what I used to say, like, try to fit in. It's kind of like that fit in factor. But at the same time, you're a freshman, bro. What you expect? You understand what you expect out of being a freshman and you getting into high school. You understand? It's all a learning experience. It's not something you should be ashamed of. It's not something you should be ashamed of ever. People, whoever you are, like what you was doing in high school has nothing to do with what you doing now. Um, has nothing to do has it's two different parts of your life. Um, into who you are, and that those events happen for a reason. You understand? You took those events for a reason, even though even if they may be like something you may have kind of like I didn't want to do. Is like you did them, and then you move forward with those events into whatever consequence good or bad leads to. But all builds character, man. All builds character. And yeah, bro. Third thing I learned. Third thing. Hmm. Dang. This kind of has to do with like education. I would just third thing I learned for me was it's okay not to know. It's okay not to know things, bro. It's okay not to know things and go throughout life ignorant. But to stay ignorant is the problem. You understand? I always say that. To stay ignorant is the problem. But to go throughout something and to do something and you don't know anything. That's what a lot of things in life ends. In order to chase dreams, in order to do the things that me personally I want to do, I'm gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to educate. Of course, it's a risk, but educated. But I'm gonna have to be ignorant in the experience of it. Um, I'm gonna have to be ignorant, and I'm gonna have to just take that leap of faith, and which I always have. I always got God with me. I always got God with me. So why not? If I fall, God always there. God and myself are always there to pick me up. So why not? You understand? I'ma always pick me back up, even though I'ma do it. I do that. I take that chance, and no expectations. No expectations. I fall on my ass. Let's get back up. Let's do something else. You understand? Even at times to where it's like, um, there's lots of ups and downs. Right now, I feel at peace with life right now. I love my life, but also I know I have to do better, and I just want to do better for myself, bro. I just want to do better for myself. But that's the thing I learned was that's the thing I learned was it's okay to be ignorant, bro. It's okay to be ignorant and not know things. You don't know what you want to do, bro. That's okay. It's literally okay, bro. You don't have to force yourself to know. You don't. And which I really hate institutions, bro. I really hate schools and how they build children into to try to fixate them upon something and not help them be creative within their own minds. This is why I didn't even want to go to school in the first place, or college, because I saw it. I in which I don't know for sure. That's the experience part, but from a conceptual part and looking at it from you understand outside in, it's just another institution to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just another institution. People spend dollars. You know, there's over millions of people in debt. Still haven't paid back their debt. Millions of people who do get a degree don't even do anything with it. Um, and that's something I even pride myself, but The debt part, you know, taking out student loans, that's an investment. I'm gonna stop seeing that as a thing of like, oh no, I'll never do that, because it's an investment. Everything is an investment, and there's good and bad debt. But the part that I will never do is, and I don't want to do, is get a degree in the thing I want to get a degree with, and do nothing with it. But also, I can't say that either, because God just has, there's so many different ways that God plans his life out for you that you won't know what happens until you do it. And it's the scary but also amazing part to me, because there's people in this world who went throughout their careers. I literally watched a video one time, and this dude said he became a doctor or some type of surgeon for like 10 years. Boom, he went to school, he went to he went to the most prestigious school, boom, everything. And then one day, after learning more about it, and and this may be I don't know if this is a shocker to people, but I know it's just off topic. I'm really chatting, but I'm getting my thoughts off. I just want to talk to you, man. On some real stuff. I don't know if y'all know this, but I believe all sickness, all mental sickness, and all sickness dealing with your body and everything like that truly comes from your own consciousness. How you think. If you think you are sick, you will be sick. It's just a subconscious thing. Your subconscious listens to everything your conscious wants it to. So if you believe you are sick, if you say you are sick, if you understand, speak that out into existence, to the universe, you understand, to exist, you understand, that will come back to you. Not in the sense of karma, but just in the sense of what you speak to yourself comes to your reality. You understand? Sickness is all in your mind, in my opinion. You can still get, you understand, cold, whatever. There's things you can't control. But also, I feel like even in those times, you can still be healthy. This past year, I feel like I've been in a good state of mind. Even though it's been some ups and downs. Overall, it's been a good state of mind. And I believe I wasn't truly sick. I was kind of like coughing a little bit, but I don't know. I still felt all right. I feel like it was just a cold, but it happens to everyone. I still feel like it's still a state of mind. And truly, he was a surgeon. I forgot what he was a surgeon for, but one day in the video, he was just saying like, one day I just left my job, and he just left everything behind, like his degree, his job. His job was making a good amount of money, but he just left it all behind, and he just lived his life. Like, he's just living his life now, doing what he wants to do. And that video showed me, bro, nobody's life is planned. You even when I plan my life, it's truly not planned. Because God has a plan. He already set out that plan for me. So he already knows, okay, what I'm thinking in terms of what I want to do. But the things that I want to do may not, you understand, be aligned on what, you understand? Boom. So just things happen. That's all I'm saying. Things happen, bro. Things happen, bro. And I may look back at this video and shoot, I don't know. I know I'm gonna be proud. I know I'm gonna be proud, but hey man, things happen, bro. Just be open to being ignorant and new knowledge within your life. So yeah, I know this is a long video. I was just speaking my mind for it. I feel like I was chatting. Like a little yep session. But hey man. I pray y'all doing well today. I pray you having a good day today. I'm a bit tired, so I'm just kind of feel like I'm blabbing, but hopefully whoever watches this or listens to this, you may get some knowledge from here, you may not. You may just obtain my perspective on something. So yeah, love y'all. Have a good day today. And yeah, peace.